Hey guys, it's Ben Eubanks. I hope you're doing well. Today I want to address one of the questions I get pretty often. It's this idea that, this question, I guess, should I get my master's degree in HR, should I get my MBA, or should I get a certification? And the answer is it completely depends. It depends on a lot of things. Personally, your budget, your position, your career plans. Organizationally, where are you at on the org chart? Are your plans to move up? What does that timeline look like? Things like that. So let's talk through some of the pros, the cons of each of those options, the paths. I did a video like this a couple years ago, and it's been one of the most watched videos ever shared. And so I wanted to come back to the topic again now that there's a relatively new certification in the HR space, as well as now that I have actually started down the path towards getting my own advanced degree. So I'm having some of the things are still the same, some of the things might be a little different. So let's talk through it. First up, certification. Certification is a way for you to kind of stamp yourself as having some minimal level of knowledge, some approved body of knowledge that you are aware of, you understand, that you've passed some sort of exam to prove that. HRCI and SHRM both have certifications. There's the PHR, SPHR. I won't be able to remember them all. There's a long list. SHRM has the SHRM CP and SCP. Those are the main four that you're going to consider if you're thinking about certification. The pros of that are, if you have the experience required, you can get those certifications within a matter of 2 to 3 months, depending on how long you want to study. Usually I recommend about 12 weeks at least, and that's kind of the courses we put together align with that philosophy. So you can get that pretty quickly. At the same time, some data out there shows that those that have a certification earn more money in the HR field, which is good. They're promoted more quickly and so on. So those are good things and a good reason to do that. At the same time, there are some employers that have no clue what those certifications are. Right? If you are being hired by a business person, not an HR person, they might not be aware of those certifications and their value and so on. So you might have to overcome that hurdle of educating them on that, right? Whereas if you have a degree, a master's or something else, they might see that and understand, again, just because we're generally aware that someone that has a master's degree has some level of knowledge, some level of preparation. They put in this additional time beyond just a standard degree to get that. So that's one of the reasons, one of the values, I guess, the trade-offs there. The challenge of an advanced degree, obviously, is that it doesn't happen in 3 months. It happens in a long period of time. And the cost as well. There's even the most inexpensive plans for the the most inexpensive degrees for an advanced HR degree come in at $12,000 or so, and they scale up rapidly from there. You can pay tons of money depending on where you want to go to get that advanced degree, and again, there's no guarantee for sure that that's going to earn you more money, that's going to help you advance more quickly, any of those things. So always be careful that just assuming that you're going to get more or that you're going to jump up to the next rung or something else because you have that. Be careful just assuming that. So the cost is pretty heavy there. Whereas the cost for getting certified, less than $1,000. Again, depending on the certification tools you use, things like that. Figuring in, taking some time off if you want to throw that in there in terms of taking the time to study when you get closer to the exam. For $1,000 or less, you could get certified, get that certification stamped on your name, and you carry that with you for the 3 years until you have to recertify using your continuing education credits and so on. So that's kind of the back and forth of that. Why you should, why you shouldn't, exploring those things. When someone comes to me and says, hey, what should I do? Which of these is better? It's always an it depends kind of moment. I talk to them about where they are in their field, what their goals are, what they want to do with their life. Do you want to focus on this or that? What's your budget look like? What does your educational background look like? If you have a degree in HR, should you necessarily pursue a master's in HR? Should you go for an MBA? So there's a lot of little tricky things that make that challenging, and it's not always an easy on-ramp to if this, then that. Sometimes it's more nuanced and challenging just because everybody's different. Everybody has a different goal in life. Everybody's in a different kind of organization that values different things. You're in different places in your career. So again, all those things kind of factor into what you might need to do, but hopefully this helps you to understand a little bit about that, what you should do, the direction you should go, and gives you some ideas on your own unique path for achieving the most, right? At the end of the day, we want to get these things because we want it to make us better. We want it hopefully, if we're all admitting it, we want to earn more from getting these things, but you want it to make you better at your job ultimately. So the hope is this helps you to get one step closer to that. Thank you guys, and I'll chat with you soon.